All those very good Davy Johnson teams. We talked about Darryl Strawberry, but Keith Hernandez and Wally Backman and Lenny Dykstra and Mookie Wilson and Howard Johnson, Doc Gooden. This is where the fun was happening, and for the first time in 18 years, the Mets have October to themselves here in New York. Hasn't happened since '88 as Glavine rolls one out to Belliard. One out in the bottom of the 6th. Coming up on 10 o'clock here in the East as Reyes goes after the first pitch. Our producer Pete Macheska, our director Bill Webb, Ken Rosenthal, Tim McCarver, Luis Gonzalez, and Joe Buck with you from Shea Stadium for Game 1. One ball, one strike.
Here's one guy who could change the complexion of a game right now. If he gets on base, an explosive situation happens because of his speed on the bases.
'64 steals during the regular season, but don't forget the power. 19 home runs.
And when you're on defense, everyone in the ballpark knows how dangerous Reyes is. Everybody's on their toes out there. They want to desperately get this guy out without him reaching base.
He's 23 years old as the count goes to 2-2. And we saw within the division series alone how much fun this guy has playing baseball. And not only a young superstar on the biggest stage of all in New York in October, but he's bouncing around and having a ball playing for the Mets. Breaking ball, foul ball. Here he is against the Dodgers. And as a baseball fan, I like seeing good players having fun out on the field.
Nobody appears to have any more fun than Reyes.
The 2-2 pitch. 2 hops to Belliard. We had to wait for Pujols to get to the bag. 2 down. A couple of years ago, in a different regime, they were trying to teach Jose Reyes a different way to run because he kept having hamstring issues. That only led to back trouble.
Yeah, that was during the time when Kaz Matsui signed from Japan. They made Matsui the shortstop and tried to move Reyes to second base. That was one of the worst experiments in New York City history, trying to get this guy out of that position.
Kaz Matsui has since moved on, traded to Colorado during the season. 0-1 the count on Loduca. It's wide. A ball and a strike. Paul has struck out and grounded out. Brooklyn-born catcher Paul Loduca. The way he describes this lineup, you have to trust the guy behind you. There's a lot to trust with Beltran and Delgado to follow. 2 out, nobody on. 2 balls and a strike from Weaver. To the left side and through. Base hit Loduca. For the Mets, only their second hit all night. Earlier this season, Weaver made a start here at Shea Stadium. Took part in what was a sweep by the Mets over the Cardinals. Cardinals led 7-1 after 4.5 innings. All 7 runs driven in by Pujols. With Weaver on the mound, the Mets came back, won the game, and they did it with the final swing of the night, a home run by Beltran against Jason Isringhausen. An 8-7 final. Here's an 0-1 pitch. 0-2.
That looked like the best pitch Beltran's had to handle all night.
Well, there's one thing about Weaver. He's not going to back down. He's going to go right after you.
Which I would say is the new Weaver. You know, we have seen Weaver in years past, even earlier this season, with his body language on the mound, upset, not getting calls, hanging his head. He has come right at the Mets all night. Ball one.
Some of that renewed confidence that we talked about earlier.
Two and two.
Well, this is a big pitch right here for Weaver because he doesn't want to draw it to a 3-2 count because LaDuca will be in motion, and if the ball's hitting the gap on a 3-2 count, it's got the potential of scoring the first run of this ball game.
Wind whipping around here at Shea Stadium. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 on, 2 out. No score. That is a bomb to right. Mets up 2-zip. There's Beltran hitting another against the Cardinals in the postseason. Hit 4 against him in 04 with Houston. Two 2-0 on Delgado.
Sure.
Tyler Johnson, the left-hander, getting loose for the Cardinals in a hurry. And to give him more time, La Russa sends Molina out to the mound.
Here's a pitch sequence to Carlos Delgado, or make that Carlos Beltran, from Jeff Weaver. Fastball, foul back. Another fastball, foul back. He missed that one. Misses with a fastball. The changeup is low, and now he tries to come inside with Molina setting up outside. He missed the target by about 9 inches.
Yeah, and really did. And in the past, that's where he gets hurt. He's not able to locate his pitches. He was doing it all day until that one pitch.
69 home runs yielded over the last 2 years, the most by any major league pitcher.
Count's gone to 3-0 on Delgado. Mota gets loose. Delgado takes a strike. Into the gap in right center field. That ball will bounce to the track, and Delgado has a 2-out double. 3 straight hits. Here comes the walk. The crowd realizing that their 23-year-old third baseman is being passed. Chavez on deck. And Tyler Johnson, it would figure, will come out of the pen. The tailing pitch from Weaver back over the heart of the plate to Beltran for the first runs of the night. And it will lead to the end of the night for Jeff Weaver. The rain has stopped here at Shea. The scoring has started. 2-0 Mets. 2 on, 2 out. Tyler Johnson, the left-hander, the rookie, part of the bullpen that pitched 13 1/3 shutout innings for the Cardinals against the Padres in the division series. Couple of those innings by Tyler Johnson. Andy Chavez up, 2 on, 2 out, ball 1. Chavez 0 for 1 since taking over for Cliff Floyd in the 3rd. Delgado, the lead runner at second. David Wright was walked. The 1-0 almost hit it. Tyler Johnson hit the first batter he faced in the San Diego series and then was lights out. He almost hits Chavez here to load the bases. That's the pitch for Tyler Johnson if he can get that slider over for a strike.
What a knee buckler that was. Watch Andy Chavez. Watch the knees. Like a heavyweight fighter delivering a punch.
Two on, 2 out. 3-1. Joe Beimel, the left-hander for the Dodgers, injured himself during the division series between the Mets and Dodgers, and not having him in the bullpen was a huge loss for LA with this left-handed heavy lineup for the Mets. Chavez to short. Eckstein flips to Belliard to end the inning. But the Mets break through. Weaver threw it. Beltran belted it. 2-zip New York. Back after this from your local Fox station.